Sound familiar? I think so. To the World. It's a play about Erma Bombeck. Erma's kids, Matt and Betsy, at least two of them. I'm surrounded by Bombecks. The Festival of Bombecks. The fact, though, that, and as I saw you last night in the audience watching the show, is it easy? Is it difficult? Do you laugh even though you've heard the lines since you were a child?
I do laugh. It's very fun to see it on stage. It's like a recreation of my mother, and the lines are still funny.
How close, Matt, do you think that this portrayal by this Emmy Award winner, Tony Award winning actress is, or any of the other productions about Erma Bombeck at Wit's End?
I think they're very close. I haven't seen this production, but I saw the production in Washington, D.C. at the Arena Stage. And
that's where it premiered, right?
That's where it premiered. They did, yes. You know, they're very close because the humor is universal and relatable, and people often ask, you know, what was it like to grow up with Erma Bombeck? And I always tell them it's probably not that different than it was in your household.
Except for the fact that your mom was syndicated in hundreds of newspapers, best-selling books, major television personality, and one of the funniest women in the history of mankind. And boy, I'll tell you, we were all fortunate in the Valley that we got a chance to have her as a neighbor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you grew up with that, but it also had to be kind of tough because you had to constantly be answering the question, hey, is she funny at home?
Right.
Was she?
Yes, she was. You know, even I tell people in the play, all those lines came from her writing and from her. So she was funny. She just said funny things, and I think that's what we all miss the most about her, is when I see things that happen today, I go, I wonder what she would say, because I know it would be really funny and it would make us laugh.
And she had an outrageous kind of edgy sense of humor about so many different things. And for those of us who were fortunate enough to know Erma and the family, I think most of us said, Bill Bombeck, long-suffering husband. But well, he was funny too.
She could embellish. She could embellish. That was our defense. But you know, she took what was mundane and what she thought was, you know, average, and she turned it into comedy. And
well, it's through December the 2nd at the Herberger Theatre. Yes. At Wit's End, one-woman show about the one woman that everybody on earth will recognize. But before we leave, very quickly, about her totally committed involvement with kidney transplants. Matt?
She started, well, actually after she passed away. I mean, she was very connected to the National Kidney Foundation of Arizona here in Phoenix. But after she passed away, my dad started the Erma Bombeck Organ Donor Awareness Program, and that's what it's about, raising awareness for kidney donation.
As you and your brother well know.
Oh, absolutely. Both my brother and I have had transplants, and successful transplants, and we're living proof that organ donation works.
And one of those things, through the miracle of television, I look to you, close-up camera, to say, thank you, Erma. We appreciate everything you did.